Ruben, y'all made a living and a killing, I guess, on speed. Does anything with that change?
No, not one bit. Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to fix what's really not broken, and that's how we built this team around speed, pitching, and defense. So we're going to go with that and see where it takes us because it's been successful for us for 5 seasons. So hopefully it continues.
Are there any big surprises to you about what's kind of expected of you now as the head man?
No, I mean I feel like the team is a good team, so I think I know what to expect from them. As far as how many wins and losses, I expect us to just have a good season and hopefully compete in the SEC. I think the SEC this year is going to have a lot of parity. Other than Alabama, I think their pitching is front line for sure, and I think everybody else is going to have a shot at beating each other up in the SEC. The top 5 or 6 teams are going to battle for those top three or four spots.
I guess the change, Ruben, kind of came at you in an unexpected way. How does that affect how you can prepare for such a big job now?
Yeah, I mean, I think being prepared, we've always been prepared, and I think obviously change is always not easy for everybody, especially young athletes. But I think they're mature enough to understand that we still have a job to do, and we're still here to do that job, and we're here now, so we got to pick up the pieces and move forward.
How about you individually? Were there some things that you needed to prepare for? I know you were part of the program. I know you were in sync with what was going on, but was there anything that you needed to prepare and get ready for to take on this role?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the biggest thing is there's recruits, like the future recruits, make sure they were comfortable still being committed to the university. And those 13 of the next 2-year commits are coming for sure. So that was a big key to keep this puzzle going in the right direction. And all 13 of those families and recruits are all in. So that's big for us because we have to continue to make this program even better than it is now.
What was your message to the current players about moving forward after what happened in December and kind of focusing on now?
We just need to be as good as people as we can, just to have good things happen to us. As far as softball, I mean, softball is going to take care of itself because we're talented, but the quicker we turn the page and look forward and be positive with each other, I think the sky's the limit for this program.
How's Abby's wrist?
It's fully healthy. She was fully recovered even before we ended in the fall. She had a great last maybe 3 weeks of the season. Practice, I think she only played in one fall game, but she's fully healed. She fully go today. She came out crisp and fresh. The ball's coming off her bat like it's done before, really crisp and good. So I'm looking forward to a big season from her again.
You make the schedule out, I guess you always have here. Y'all's first 2 weekends when the season opens it's a murderer's row. Just talk a little bit about where this team's got to be before y'all hit the Clearwater and then down to Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, I think the momentum we have to create early, I think it's good, and also us not just running over teams early is important because being challenged is always where you're going to learn the best of where you're at with the team. So the schedule was meant to do that, to challenge us early, and hopefully we do what we did last year where we took care of business and played good teams well, even though sometimes we had losses. You had Texas, we played them well, and Ohio State, we played them well and had a close game. So all those things are preparing us for SEC play, where that's really what we want to do with the schedule, because the schedule's too easy. It doesn't really help us facing pitchers that we're not going to face come SEC play, and that helps.
You've had a little while to work with Kim Shooty, but Ryan, this program's on like his third pitching coach in 4 years. How is she working out?
I love what she does. The kids really buy into what her philosophy is. She's good people. She's very smart. She hustles, a good recruiter, and I think she fits right in. A lot of the kids, her being not a really young coach, also has changed the thinking of the kids because she's my age. She's in her 40s, and she brings kind of a mom type of persona to her, and the kids like that. Actually, it's kind of good for us to have an older coach as a pitching coach instead of a young young coach, which there's nothing wrong with being young, but this is totally different from the last 3 coaches we've had as pitching coaches here.